giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, whomever you may be, and wherever you may be, to you I say, Shalom, Yashirah, Shalom. All right, so we've now covered the whole chapter of Genesis 49, except for this last portion here, which is no longer the prophecies of the children coming from those 12 patriarchs, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we also covered Manasseh on a side lesson, because I wanted to cover Manasseh because it's the only one really not mentioned. Okay, and so it's what I thought was important to also cover Manasseh, to give you the full, understanding of every single tribe, even Manasseh, which is not really mentioned in Genesis the 49th chapter. So once again, Genesis 49:1. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Last is Achayaf, days is Yawam. All right, prophetic for future times. Right, in these last days. Okay, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. And we're going to jump down here to the bottom of the chapter. Okay, verse 28, and it says, all these are the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, starting first from Reuben, and the last one in 49 is Benjamin, but we also made sure that we covered Manasseh, okay, to speak about Manasseh as well. So yeah, all these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is it that their father spake unto them. Bear with me real quick. Ishar, which is 10. All right, Shanyam. All right, Ishar, Shanyam, 12. All right, 12 tribes of Israel. Yashur Allah. Okay, and the word for tribes is up. I'm gonna have to get cut off here. All right, rod, staff, branch, offshoot, club, strap, so on and so forth. All right. All right, Genesis 49:28. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is that their father spake unto them and blessed them, every one according to his blessing he blessed them. Let's get the word for blessing here. Let's see what it says. All right, barakah. Okay, well, barak. Well, it says barakah. Barakah. But it says blessing, source of blessing, little prosperity, little blessing, praised of God, a gift present, treaty of peace. Okay. And we know after going through the history that we actually suffered a lot of things, but that's being, under the curses, transgressing the law of the Lord and so on and so forth. But those things were prophetic to identify who we are as a people. As we spoke about, we're going to get into, some other chapters here, also dealing with, the history, just identifying. This is what the whole series is about, identifying who we are through particular, spot on chapters. All right, we're going to deal with every last one, as the Spirit allows, we'll go through them. And you have basically a whole entire full meal just dealing with the tribes alone, a whole basic full plate of dealing with the tribes themselves. All right, but let's finish this chapter here. Verse 29 says, and he charged them, all right, this is a commandment here. He charged them and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron the Hittite, in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron the Hittite, for a possession of a burying place. We'll probably see if we can pull that scripture up. And also pull up, see if we can find Mamre on the map, possibly. Okay. So actually there's only one here. So right here, Abraham 23, Genesis 23:8. And he communed with them, saying, if it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me and entreat for me to Ephron. So that's not even the scripture there. Let's see what is around this, because this is the only scripture here. Okay. Yeah, we got to keep reading. So it says that that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is in the end of his field. For as much money as it is worth, he shall give it me, for a possession of a burying place amongst you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even all that went in at the gate of his city, saying, Nay, my lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that is therein I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people give I it thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land, and he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for the field. Take it off me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that betwixt me and thee? Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, yet weighed the silver, all right, which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money, with the merchant. And beautiful, because it has, let me see, the word money here. I am very curious of what comes up for the word money. Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. But the real money is not paper, dollars, rubles, yens, euros, or whatever. All right. Real money, real substance is you having gold, silver, land, cattle, and of course other resources. Okay. But beautiful. I'm glad it says that here. Where is it? Yep. It says the 400 shekels of silver, current money, with the merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, in the field, and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure. Unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the children of Heth, but for all that went in at the gate of his city. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre, the same as Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And the field and the cave that is therein were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. And we're going to find Mamre now while we're here, if we can. And I'm just bringing a little extra depth to the end of this chapter, because there's not really much to talk about anyways. Oh, and I didn't mean to grab the definition, but if we'll read it anyways, Mamre, strength or fatness. Beautiful. In Oak Grove on Mamre land, Palestine, where Abraham dwelt, a place near Abraham's burial place, identified with Hebron. So, maybe just grab all of it. Google will think it out for us. All right. Yep. Refers to Mamre, an ancient site near Hebron, Palestine, known for its oak grove where Abraham lived, hosted the divine visitors. I just want to get the images here. Machpelah Cave, Hebron. Well, there's a map. There's 2-3 maps there. Damascus. This is his journey. Is this the same thing, his journey? Yeah, same thing there. All right. I'm trying to drop it. So this one is not the best. I mean, it shows you Hebron. We really need a one that's more zoomed out so you can see what's around it. Because I'm somewhat familiar where Hebron is. Maybe not spot on, but okay, here's one. Bam. Beautiful. All right, Mamre, you see Hebron. Okay, which Hebron is one of the places where David reigned. I think it was it 7 years in Hebron he reigned? All right. So you get a general idea of where this may have been, because they're not going to give us the exact place, but a general location of where this was purchased. All right. Oh man, we went that far. Okay, so we'll back up here and we'll find Nope. There we go. Right here. Genesis 49 and 30. So yeah. So he says in the cave, this is what we just read in Genesis. All right. That the purchasing of the field. In the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron the Hittite for a possession and a burying place. And as we just went through Machpelah. All right. Meaning double or portion. Beautiful. The location of a burial cave for the patriarchs near Hebron. So yep, all pulled together. So there they buried Abraham and Sarah, his wife. There they buried Isaac and Rebekah, his wife. And there I buried Leah. So that you know that we have some very important forefathers that were buried here in this particular cave. All right, Abraham and Sarah. Okay. Then Isaac. Okay, Isaac being the son of Abraham, whom the promises continued through. All right, from Abraham to Isaac, from Isaac to Jacob. All right, so Isaac and Rebekah, his wife, which once again going into reading Genesis 25, right? And there I buried Leah, because this is Jacob speaking. All right, because maybe he had a Rachel and Leah. And then they also each had handmaids. So he basically had 4 women, at his beck and call. All right. So, and there I buried Leah. The purchase of the field and of the cave that is therein was from the children of Heth. Let me see who the Heth is. All right. Chath, meaning Terah, a son of Canaan and the progenitor of the Hittites. Okay. The Hittites. So the children of Heth. So these were Hittites. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet into the bed and yielded up the ghost and was gathered unto his people. So he went back to the spiritual realm. All right. Because that's where all spirits go. Okay. It says Ecclesiastes, all go into one place. And that is the spiritual realm, back to the Father of spirits, the Ancient of Days. Okay. So that's the full ending of Genesis, the 49th chapter. There was no prophecies, pretty much dealing with the end of this chapter here. It was just a close off. All right. But I wanted to also cover that and not just leave it. So that is the full Genesis 49 chapter breakdown. And we also took a sidestep to mention Manasseh, which are the Cubans. So, we're going to move along. Well, these lessons have been edifying too, but we're going to move along and continue to pull out more history dealing with, who we are as a people according to the prophecies of the book. All right. And as the scripture has said, as we always mention, the spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are those sons of the living power. So Lord willing, you edify. Shalom.